How's it going, YouTube? Kyle, Epic here, with another tutorial for you all this week on two really fun movements, the Parafuso and the Envergado. Real fast, let me demonstrate them and we'll go through breaking them down. There's a Parafuso, which looks like this, like so. The next one is going to be the Envergado, which looks like this, like so. They're both very similar, they both very much look alike. The only difference is one is more upright, the other one is more, well, vertical. The Parafuso, you use a tornado kick setup, but instead of bending this leg, you keep it straight. Whereas the Envergado setup is more vertical, and you start more like a rise or a side swipe, where you start down here, and then you pull over, leading with this leg. However you set up, both movements involve bringing the feet together and using that 1-2 momentum to carry you back to a stand on and to your feet. If you're working on the Parafuso, please make sure you have your tornado kick down because it will help tremendously. If you're going for the Envergado, make sure that you have a side swipe and or a rise, because those movements are the basic fundamentals to these next advanced level tricks. By doing these basics, you'll have more understanding as to how the motion works, and it'll get you there much faster because you've already gone through the motions. So first, let's go through the Parafuso, just to get the basic one out of the way. Parafuso is a great trick if you're starting to get the hang of things after you've already gotten your basic kicks down. You're starting to get the hang of tornado kicks and fun stuff like that, which is recommended to get a tornado kick. If you don't have a tornado kick, here's a link. Alright, so when you're taking off, kind of start squared off. You can use that wind up if you want to. If not, you can use a hook kick intro. However your intro is kind of up to you. Whatever you do, you just want to create momentum. When you take off though, you're stepping over in front with that outside leg and taking that inside leg and driving it up here, kind of at an angle. Now I don't want to be too precise as to what angle, as long as you keep your body upright as you turn and you're bringing your feet in front of your face. So your foot's going to go right in front of your face and the other one's going to meet it there. About that point, you'll probably be a little lean back, which can help in some cases, as long as when your feet do meet, you turn your hips and your body to bring your body like to that standpoint. Now this trick can be a little challenging. It is about timing and it's not an easy move where you can just kind of throw it loosely. Let the first part be nice and easy, but that jump part is where you have to do a lot of power, and then the swing part is the second half of your power. So first half in the jump and set, second half in the smack and follow through. That'll be what really controls how you come out of it and help you come to your feet. Another thing to watch out for in the Parafuso is to really make sure that you're taking control of where your arms go. When you take off, it's important that you don't let your arms just kind of flop around loosely. What I do is, as I'm taking that step and I'm going into that launch, I pull my hands in so my legs does all the work for me. And it also keeps my center of gravity, my center of momentum, more in a tighter area, which allows me to rotate on a tighter axis, allowing me to finish my rotation, my spin, before I come down, which will help me control the landing. So, quick rundown of the Parafuso. Start squared off, use the wind up or however you intro, step over in front, try to stay on the balls of your feet, set up with that leg here, use your arms and pull them to your chest, bring the other leg up, let the other one meet the bar, that will follow you over. Turn your hips towards the ground, bring your chest up, plant your feet, and stand up tall. Bam! Parafuso. Now, the Envergado. If you have your Parafuso down, great, because you already have most of the things out of the way. Envergado is basically the same thing, but a lot more vertical. So when you're taking off, think rise. Don't think side swipe, because you don't want to have that bitch foot hanging back there when you get used to bending that leg. Think rise. So you can start by bringing one foot here like you normally do in your rise, and you just basically start bringing them together a little bit sooner. So the rise setup into the Envergado is going to be a little bit more about timing than it is power. You can have all the power in the world, but if you don't have control over how you come up and that timing, everything's going to just cascade and fall from there. So think of it this way. A rise setup, but high. Don't rely on getting momentum by traveling in your rise. The more distance you gather, the lower you're going to be. Try to stay in one spot so you can focus on the height and set everything going up by not going like this, but more so like this. That back leg, just like the Parafuso, is going to set the bar for you. Your other foot is going to meet that bar. So when you're coming around, you're here, up. Same thing with your arms, you're pulling them up to your chest. Your leg's going to set the bar, and by the time you'll be upside down, so your foot's going to meet, and you're going to basically turn your hips to the ground, pull your chest up, land on the balls of your feet, hands to your chest, and bam, Envergado. That's pretty much how you do the Parafuso Envergado. If anybody has any extra tips, please, I invite you to throw them in the comments below so other people can get more tips and more sources out there so they can learn better. Other than that, I'm Kyle, or Epic. This is a tutorial for the Parafuso and the Envergado, two very fun movements. If this tutorial helped you, please, I encourage you, throw a video response so I can see that my tutorials are working for you guys. Also, if you like this shirt, you can find out more about how to get your own in the description below at noobstacles.com. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys. Take great care. Stay positive. Here's some slow-mo.